Yes, my shirt's wrinkly. I don't iron. Get over it. All right, we want to talk about MMA today, and I'm going to take you over there. So we've been getting teased for the past couple weeks at least about this version 2 of the beta for Meme Alliance, which is the first person shooter game. I think we pretty much all know by now. But this version, everybody's going to be able to play. It's going to be online. You're going to be able to play against each other. It's, as far as I know, a fully functional version of this game. And it's the beta, so we're going to all get to go in. We're going to get to play against each other. The team has been playing against each other for a little while. And I don't know what glitches or whatever they've found, but obviously they feel that it is time, that it's good enough right now that they're going to launch it for everybody to play. So as we're all playing and getting more people on the server and stuff, we're going to be testing it out. We're going to be they'll be able to tweak whatever needs to be tweaked. If there are suggestions, this is the time for that kind of thing. So those of us who have been kind of paying attention, they've been teasing all morning about, we've got a big announcement coming today with Meme Alliance. Meme Alliance announcement today. Putting two and two together, I'm making the assumption that it is the launch of this beta. Now, I don't know if what they're going to announce is the date or they're going to announce that it's being launched today. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that it's going to be launched today. Not that I am really good at playing online games on the computer, but I'm still looking forward to jumping in and maybe watching what's going on. I have some sons who are really good at it, so I'd like to get them behind the keyboard and see what happens. But while we've been talking about this, I gotta say, looking at this chart, I'm thinking other people are thinking the same thing that I am. That what we're talking about here is the launch. And, okay, so we could have a buy the rumor, sell the news kind of situation, but I think that would be silly, right? It could happen. It often happens because the price has been going up as they've been talking all week about, in the TG and in other places, that we should be having this launch coming this week, right? The price has been going up and it's gone up exponentially. If you look at this chart, you can see where it has really kind of skyrocketed. And this is the daily chart over the last week or so. It's just gone up, up, up. We had one day in the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One day in the past 7 days with a red candle, right? And that's beautiful. So what I wanted to look at, I want to look at maybe a couple different things, but I want to break this down a little bit. Let's get out of the daily chart and let's go to like the 4-hour chart. And you can see that there have been ups and downs. Okay, so in each one of these, big run-ups, people have decided, okay, that's high enough. I'm going to take a little profits. It might not go up any higher than that, and it would come back down, but then it would go back up again. And people said, oh, all right, that's really high. Let me take some profits, right? Come back down. And then boom, boom, boom. It just keeps driving up at this point. It was at one point earlier in the week following Elmo because Elmo went nuts. I thought we were really going to approach them all-time highs. It backed off a little bit, but we're still in there. But it was following right behind it. Now it's surpassed it, which is kind of something that the team has been talking about since the advent of this thing, is that Elmo's the baby. Elmo, I don't care what anybody else says. It's the Elmo ERC ecosystem. That was the ethos, if I'm using the right word. That's where it all started. And Meme Alliance was born out of that, MMA. But because GameFi is so hot, and because the meme seasons kind of come and go, even though Elmo has so much being built for it that may even remove it out of that meme kind of thing, right? The team has been kind of saying that Meme Alliance is going to pull Elmo with it because they are all the same team. It's all basically the same community, pretty much the same project, and Elmo will be used in the game for in-game purchases in the marketplace, whatever. Even though you can use a lot of other currencies for some of the other projects who have joined the alliance. Using MMA or using Elmo, you're going to get things a little bit cheaper, right? There are advantages to it. So yeah, it will pull it along with it. But these things have been kind of battling back and forth, kind of a sibling rivalry is the way I've been looking at it, which is actually kind of cool to watch. But so here we are, and we're up at the top, and we were approaching. I might go back to the daily because it's easier to see that way. Let's go 1 day, right? We were now let me stretch it out a little bit. Move it, stretch it. So you can see over here on the right-hand side, you see where it says high on this chart. So that's the all-time high, and if you look at that line going straight across, right, here was our all-time high right here, and that was at 2453. Well, we got pretty damn close to that a little while ago at 2354, and I thought we were going to touch it. But somebody, I'm assuming, thought that this was a buy the rumor, sell the news thing, right? And even though we've had all these pretty big buys, right, coming into this thing, every once in a while, somebody dips out and takes. I'm curious about that wallet. So that's 8-3, and then this one is, it's a different wallet. Yeah, so these are different people. People are deciding to sell and maybe take some profits or whatever it is that they're doing. And this last one, this almost $2,000 sell, kind of stopped that momentum a little bit. That when we were heading, head first into the all-time high. And again, it could be a thing. They're probably thinking, well, this is the rumor, but the announcement is imminent, and as soon as they announce it, it's going to come back down. Listen, that might happen. That often happens when you have buy the rumor, sell the news. That's why it's a thing, right? But why I think that's kind of silly and why I think it's stupid is the news. Okay, the news is the beta, right? Releasing the beta, is that the news? Is that once the beta's released, now this thing's going to come back down? That's kind of crazy because the beta is just, like I said, it's just the testing phase. We haven't actually released this game yet, right? With the marketplace, with all the things that you're going to be able to buy, with, being able to use your NFTs, just everything that's kind of going to go along with this thing, that's yet to come. That's the news, right? We're still a little bit away from that. So I think, I don't have a crystal ball, but I think once this beta is released, people who have been sitting on the sidelines and waiting, are they really, I know they're hyping this thing, but are they really going to make it as good as they say? Is it really going to feel like I'm playing Call of Duty? Is it really built on Unreal Engine 5? Are they really including all these other meme projects? Are they really creating all these other characters? All these questions, right? Are people really going to want to play this? I think once the beta comes out and those questions are answered and people get to play and they're having a great time and other communities might come in and they say, I can play as my own character, right? And they come in and they play and they're having a great time. I think once everybody sees that, I think the price keeps going. I think it keeps going up, right? Because now it's real. Now it's something you can see, you can play, you can put your little fingers on your little keyboard. I'm hoping I can use this. It's the only way I'm going to be able to play this game, right? But once you can do that, now it's real. Now there's no doubt. This, and I've said this before, and I'm going to go here for a second because I want to get serious about this. This team has just gone above and beyond. And I like to be pessimistic. I like to question as much as I can question. I like to challenge people, right? I feel like it's that old Spider-Man thing, right? With MJ, right, where she said, however she said it, expect the worst, and that way you're never disappointed, or whatever, however that goes, right? But I always think to myself, that might not work the way they're going to say. That might not happen. It might not really go as well as they're saying. And I'll question a lot of things. And every time I've done that, this team has blown me away, right? They've said, oh yeah, is that what you think? Watch. And then they've just kind of launched beyond what I've even thought was going to happen, right? And I know that they're capable of doing that. So it's almost a little fun game that I play with myself, right? But I love it. I absolutely love it. And this is what's happened. They've really kicked some ass. And this is about to launch. I'm assuming, again, if it doesn't launch today, we're going to get a date today. And everyone's going to see what this team that I've been talking up so much for the past, almost year, maybe a little more than a year. I don't even know, right? It feels like it's been a year, but I don't even know. That I've been talking up. They're going to see what they're actually capable of. One of the reasons that this has happened so fast is that this team isn't just a bunch of guys who knew each other and said, hey, let's throw together a blah, 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 blah. Nobody has anything that they're bringing to the table. Everybody on the team brings something to the table. You have the developer who writes the smart contracts and can develop all these things. You have a couple developers actually now, right? One full stack developer and one little developer who's actually really good, right? You got the graphics guy, the 3D animation, kind of whatever guy, right? You've got the marketing guy. Everybody brings something to the table, and it's all in-house. So even though they had to go to Unreal Engine to really tweak this thing, a lot of it, like the characters and stuff like that, a lot of it can be done in-house for no money because they're doing it themselves, right? So it happens faster. It happens cheaper. We're burning Elmo like crazy. I know we're talking about MMA, but we're burning Elmo like crazy. It's all part of the same team, right? There's so much going on right now as we are beginning this bull market. And yeah, we're watching a little bit of a Bitcoin pullback right now. So people are like, did we start the bull market? Are we not starting the bull market? I think we're really at the beginning of it now. Somebody may argue about that, and that's fine. But I think we're definitely kind of in it, the very beginning of it. And they timed this just right, okay? So MMA is ready to just launch and take off. And Elmo, it might be in front of it, it might be behind it, but it'll definitely be with it. It'll definitely be with it. So very happy for everybody that stayed. Everybody, very happy for anyone who's getting in even now. It's still a great time to do so. I'm very excited about what the day brings. I've got my notifications on. I'm hoping to hear something. As I'm making this video, we may already have heard something. I don't know. I've got to go and check. But I got my fingers crossed. I'm going to enjoy this day. I hope that you do too. And I will talk to y'all later. Hold on. Let me get to my little dealie here. What am I doing? I don't know. Kind of making a mess. All right. It was great to talk to y'all. I know my videos have been kind of far between, because work is really busy. I always tell you guys about that. But we'll be talking as much as we can. If you have any questions, comments, please leave them in the comment section. Check out the description area of this video and all my videos. For those of you who appreciate these things and want to show your support, there is a way there that you can do that, and it's very, very much appreciated. Other than that, I will talk to y'all soon. Hit the like button. Ciao.